Welcome gamers, it's your boy Emmanuel coming at you with the most epic gaming countdown of the year. We're about to dive into the top 10 gaming releases of 2024, the games that made you laugh, rage, quit, and everything in between. Whether you're a casual button masher or a hardcore controller-wearing champion, these games are guaranteed to blow your freaking minds. So buckle up, grab your snacks, and let's get this show on the road.
First up, we got Elden Ring, the game that made dying an art form. This game is hard, like trying to parallel park a semi-truck in a crowded parking lot hard. But you know what? That's what makes it so freaking awesome. Elden Ring's open world is absolutely massive. It's packed with more secrets, dungeons, and terrifying bosses than you can shake a joystick at. From Software really outdid themselves with this one. The combat is just as brutal as you'd expect from the creators of Dark Souls, but it's also incredibly rewarding. Every victory feels like you just climbed Mount Everest. And let's not forget about the lore. Elden Ring's story is deep, man. It's full of cryptic characters, hidden messages, and enough fan theories to keep Reddit occupied for the next decade. Overall, Elden Ring is a masterpiece of a game. Just be prepared to die a lot.
Next up, we're heading to the post-apocalyptic world of Horizon Forbidden West, where robot dinosaurs roam free and Aloy's hair looks even more fabulous than before. The graphics in this game are absolutely mind-blowing. Just look at the detail on those robot dinosaurs. It's like they jumped straight out of the screen and into my living room. And don't even get me started on the environments. From lush forests to sun-drenched deserts, every location is a feast for the eyes. But Horizon Forbidden West isn't just a pretty face. The story is just as compelling as the visuals, with Aloy once again embarking on a dangerous journey to save the world from a mysterious plague. The combat is just as fluid and satisfying as in the first game, with Aloy utilizing a variety of weapons and traps to take down her robotic foes. Overall, Horizon Forbidden West is an absolute must-play for any gamer. Plus, robot dinosaurs. What more could you ask for?
Kratos is back, baby! And this time, he's brought his trusty axe and his even trustier anger management issues to the frozen wasteland of Norse mythology. God of War, Ragnarok, is everything we loved about the 2018 reboot and then some. But their peaceful existence is shattered when Thor, the god of thunder, shows up looking for a fight. The combat is just as brutal and visceral as ever, with Kratos unleashing his full fury on anyone foolish enough to get in his way. And with Atreus by his side, raining down arrows of pure sass and destruction, you know these two are an unstoppable force. Overall, God of War Ragnarok is an absolute masterpiece.
Chapter 4, Halo Infinite. Master Chief returns to form. Master Chief, we've missed you. Halo Infinite marks a triumphant return to form for the beloved franchise, delivering a campaign that's both nostalgic and refreshingly new. This time around, Master Chief finds himself stranded on a mysterious ring world called Zeta Halo, where he must face off against a new enemy known as the Banished. The gameplay is classic Halo, with a perfect blend of tight gunplay, vehicular combat, and exploration. The open world is a nice touch, giving players more freedom to approach each mission however they see fit. And the grappling hook? Let's just say it's a game changer. The multiplayer is also top-notch, with a variety of modes and maps to keep players coming back for more. Overall, Halo Infinite is a must-have for any fan of the franchise. It's a love letter to everything that made Halo great, while also pushing the series forward in exciting new ways.
Chapter 5, Resident Evil Village, Werewolves and Vampires and Babies. Resident Evil Village takes the series in a bold new direction, blending classic survival horror with action-packed gameplay and a healthy dose of gothic horror. You play as Ethan Winters, who's once again thrust into a nightmare world after his daughter is kidnapped. This time Ethan finds himself in a remote village in Eastern Europe, where he encounters all sorts of creepy creatures, including werewolves, vampires, and even a creepy doll that's way too obsessed with Ethan's hands. The atmosphere in Village is incredible, with every creaking door and flickering light adding to the sense of dread. But Village isn't all about jump scares and gore. There's a surprising amount of depth to the story, with plenty of twists and turns to keep you guessing until the very end. Overall, Resident Evil Village is a must-play for fans of horror games. It's a terrifying, thrilling, and surprisingly emotional ride that will stay with you long after you put down the controller.
Chapter 6, Far Cry 6, Viva la Revolución and Explosions. Far Cry 6 takes us to the fictional Caribbean island of Yara, where we're tasked with overthrowing the brutal dictator Anton Castillo, played by the always amazing Giancarlo Esposito. The Far Cry formula is alive and well in this installment, with a massive open world just begging to be explored. You can hijack tanks, fly helicopters, ride horses, and even recruit animal companions to help you in your fight against Castillo's forces. The weapon customization is deeper than ever, allowing you to create some truly wacky and devastating weapons. Want to fire CDs that play Macarena at your enemies? You can do that. Want to launch fireworks at a helicopter? Go for it. Far Cry 6 is all about embracing the chaos. Overall, Far Cry 6 is a blast to play. It's got everything we love about the series: over-the-top action, a beautiful open world, and a villain you'll love to hate. Just be prepared for a wild ride.
Chapter 7, Battlefield 2042. The future of warfare is chaotic. Battlefield 2042 takes the series into the near future, where climate change has ravaged the planet and war is more chaotic than ever. The maps in this game are absolutely massive, featuring up to 128 players battling it out in sprawling urban environments and dynamic weather conditions. 1 minute you're fighting in a sandstorm, the next you're dodging tornadoes and trying not to get crushed by a falling skyscraper. The gunplay is classic Battlefield, with a satisfying weight to each weapon and a focus on teamwork. And with the new Plus system, you can customize your loadout on the fly to adapt to any situation. With so many players on the battlefield at once, anything can happen. Overall, Battlefield 2042 is a must-play for any fan of first-person shooters. It's a chaotic, exhilarating, and utterly unforgettable experience that will keep you coming back for more.
Metroid Dread marks the return of Samus Aran in a tense, atmospheric adventure that harkens back to the series' 2D roots. This game is all about exploration, isolation, and the ever-present fear of being hunted. Samus finds herself on the mysterious planet ZDR, where she's stalked by relentless robotic creatures known as EMMI. They're fast, deadly, and will chase you through the entire game. The level design is classic Metroidvania, with interconnected areas and hidden power-ups. The atmosphere is incredibly tense, with a haunting soundtrack and a constant sense of dread. Overall, Metroid Dread is a must-play for fans and newcomers alike.
Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is a visual masterpiece that showcases the true power of the PS5. This game is absolutely gorgeous, with stunning graphics, fluid animations, and some of the most creative weapon design I've ever seen in a video game. The story is classic Ratchet & Clank, with our titular heroes traveling across dimensions to stop an evil emperor from destroying the multiverse. But this time, they're joined by a new Lombax named Rivet, who's just as awesome as Ratchet. The gameplay is as fun and frenetic as ever, with a perfect blend of platforming, shooting, and puzzle solving. And the new Rift Tether mechanic adds a whole new layer of depth to the combat, allowing you to zip across the battlefield in the blink of an eye. This game is absolutely stunning, with detailed environments, realistic lighting, and character models that look like they're about to step right out of the screen. Overall, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is a must-have for any PS5 owner. It's a visual tour de force with fun gameplay, a charming story, and enough explosions to make Michael Bay jealous.
Pokémon Legends. Arceus takes the beloved franchise in a bold new direction, offering a more open-world experience than ever before. This game is all about exploring the vast, untamed region of Hisui, which will eventually become the Sinnoh region we know and love. The gameplay is a departure from the traditional Pokémon formula, with a greater emphasis on exploration, stealth, and real-time combat. You'll need to use your wits and your Pokémon to survive in this wild, unforgiving land. The graphics are a step up from previous Pokémon games, with more detailed environments and character models. And the Pokémon themselves have never looked better, especially when they're chasing you down in the wild. Overall, Pokémon Legends. Arceus is a must-play for any Pokémon fan. It's a fresh and exciting take on the beloved franchise. and it's sure to provide countless hours of entertainment.
And there you have it, folks. The top 10 gaming releases of 2024 that made us laugh, cry, and rage quit all at the same time. From epic adventures to terrifying horror and everything in between, this year had it all. Which game was your favorite? Did I miss any hidden gems? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more epic gaming content. Until next time, stay awesome, gamers.